Hello everybody, my name is Nicholas Mazzella, and today I'll be talking about autonomous cars and how they work. I'll be talking about some of the pros and cons of autonomous cars. I'll be talking about what people plan to do in the future for autonomous cars, and I'm going to talk about what people have done on autonomous cars currently. Specifically, in this video, I'm going to be talking about completely autonomous cars and not partially autonomous cars, and what I mean by that is completely autonomous cars are cars that don't need a driver at all in order to drive, and partially autonomous cars, they need a driver, and we already have partially autonomous cars in society today. And some examples of this are adaptive cruise control and then lane control as well. Adaptive cruise control is when your car will brake and gas according to the cars in front of it and behind it, but the driver still needs to steer. And then the lane control is when you are starting to slip out of another lane because maybe you have your head turned or something, and your car will actually automatically keep you in the lane. Firstly, I'm going to talk about what autonomous cars are. So the word autonomous means to have the ability to function independently. So autonomous cars have that ability, and they can think independently, but not entirely independently. They are still dependent upon humans to create the code that they run on, that they move on, and also they're dependent upon other cars in order to retrieve traffic data and move along the road. How do autonomous cars work? Well, autonomous cars work because they're equipped with equipment such as lasers, cameras, communication systems that all work together simultaneously in order to get the car to drive and not run into stuff. An example of some of this technology working would be an example of the camera. So what the camera would do is look ahead of it, and it's programmed to brake when it sees brake lights in front of it, and it's programmed to accelerate when the gap between the camera and the car ahead of it is too far away. What have people done so far on autonomous vehicles? Many major companies such as Google, Ford, GM, and Tesla have been working on self-driving cars. Google has been developing self-driving cars for over 6 years now, and in its testing has traveled a total of 2 million miles of autonomous driving, with only 11 accidents and 1 major injury. Even better, these injuries and accidents were not caused by self-driving cars. They were caused by other people operating the car that hit the self-driving car. Ford has also done a lot of testing with autonomous cars and has even brought its autonomous car to the latest Detroit Auto Show. The main goal of big companies trying to produce autonomous cars in the future is to eliminate human-driven cars entirely on freeways and major roads in order for a safer, faster, and more energy-efficient way of traveling. When all human-driven cars are banned from freeways, cars will be able to travel at faster speeds on freeways and with less distance between them, which can increase freeway capacity by 6 to 8 times. The University of Michigan is in partnership with Ford to build a 32-acre city in order to test autonomous vehicles. They hope to use this information to adopt self-driving cars all around their campus. The pros of autonomous vehicles include more productivity while driving, less car accidents, faster driving, and more energy-efficient driving. The cons of autonomous vehicles, however, include a high startup cost, as we would need new infrastructure, and also the cars could be expensive too. Privacy, as constant monitored location could be an invasion of privacy, and ethics. Who can make the decision to whether an autonomous car should hit one pedestrian or 2 pedestrians if it came down to it? Nobody can make that decision.